I don't think you're doing as good of a job as you say you're doing. You don't sound smart enough to do as good of a job as you say you're doing. Hi everybody and welcome back to our channel. When I search the r/marriage subreddit, I guess you would call it, I typically look for culture or intercultural or things like that would get the kind of results that I'm looking for. Boy, did the title of this post deliver. It says, Complicated Third World International Marriage Problem. Rosita Chiquito Juanita Chihuahua. It's long. I'm a 39-year-old Asian Indian man. My wife is a 37-year-old Thai woman. 6.5 years of marriage and 8.5 years of relationship in total. About 2 years lived together and some long distance. We have a 6-year-old daughter together. We didn't do a proper getting to know each other type of dating, nor did we have a strong base of mutual interests or goals in life. We still don't. To get into a relationship and get married.
You are made of stupid.
Why did you get into a relationship and get married? My gosh. We were mostly infatuated with each other, ignoring red flags, having mindless sex, and probably frustrated with many failed relationships in our past. How did we meet? Swiping on Tinder in Bangkok for sex. My current wife and I got married for different reasons. My reason was I wanted to raise a family sooner rather than later, as long as I found a partner with lesser red flags than what I have seen in the past. In my mind, even a finely vetted marriage ends up being crappy, so don't overthink, just take a leap of faith into it. My perception of her reason is that she wanted to marry a foreigner, young and healthy with financial stability, have a somewhat lucrative lifestyle, with the potential to settle in a first world country.
Don't flatter yourself.
Although I never had any intentions to work long term or settle in a first world country. We ignored this debate during our honeymoon phase. Time passed slowly and painfully. Anything that could go wrong in our marriage went wrong. The underlying causes, cultural differences, nuclear family, no parents in the proximity to guide and navigate a complicated relationship, no real community support, living in Dubai with family for 6 years now, classic stay-at-home mom versus long corporate hours, salary man challenges, temperament issues, both of us shouting and swearing, and I slapped her a couple of times when things got to an extreme. Ooh, we're calling the police. This is what? I'm sorry. We both feel that both of us have become bipolar now. We've both caused significant mental trauma to each other. I have quit my job now and decided to move back to India, partly because of my marriage, sex life obviously ruined, both almost committed infidelity, etc. Y'all are toxic with a capital T, and you're an abuser. Basically, our marriage is hanging on by a thread. Sir, there is no thread. We do not belong together. We did not bother going to counseling as we both strongly feel any fix will only be temporary and our problems have deeper roots. So what's the problem? Divorce. And we have been seriously contemplating divorce for over 2 years. Oh, sir, you are exhausting. You are exhausting. I'm losing my mind. But our bipolar nature prevents us from hitting the kill switch. This man is an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna read. I won't make another comment while I'm reading. But our bipolar nature prevents us from hitting the kill switch, citing our daughter as a reason. Why would you cite your daughter for a reason in this kind of... I just said I wasn't going to make any comments, sorry. Mostly, I'm the one who wants to save the marriage.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I can't refrain from making comments, y'all. This is ridiculous. But my wife wants to end this for good. Good. Yes, in this dumpster fire of a marriage, our daughter has been thriving. I try to shield my daughter from having to see or listen to our arguments, name callings, and nasty insults. But my wife's tantrums are getting worse by the day. Tantrums? She doesn't care whether our daughter is around us observing. Because she's reaching the end of her rope and she's sick and tired of it. My wife gets upset and runs out of patience very easily. I would too. So do I. But I feel that I've improved a lot since I've mentally quit my job for a while now. How do you mentally quit a job? Okay, you know what? I'm done. What is the question? What are you looking for? I'm not reading the rest of this. Perspectives to course correct or end the course gracefully is what I'm looking for. Thanks in advance. I'm gonna just read the comments. I can't. Oh, there's only one comment. Okay. I slapped her a couple of times when things got to an extreme. I think you agreed you are physically abusive. I am shocked your wife has never filed a police report against you in the US or Dubai. I don't think you are compatible.
Inconceivable!
You both do not have the same life goals and values. Going back to India will be a mess, and I believe you are just avoiding issues. Read on sunk cost fallacy. Y'all should have divorced years ago. The sunk cost fallacy is the tendency to continue investing in something, time, money, effort, simply because you've already invested in it, even if it's no longer beneficial or the best course of action. It's a cognitive bias where past investments, which are unrecoverable, influence current decisions rather than focusing on future outcomes. Maybe, I would hate to think that you're equating your sunk cost fallacy to your daughter, like, oh, we need to stay in this for our daughter. She does not need any of this nonsense. Even though you think that you are hiding things from her or you are keeping her shielded from things, I don't think you're doing as good of a job as you say you're doing. You don't sound smart enough to do as good of a job as you say you're doing. Even in his response, he agrees that he thinks sunk cost fallacy is at play, and then says on the slap incident, physical abuse, she did half-heartedly call the police, however backed out realizing she was in the wrong and triggered for so many events that day, and decided to avoid all the drama, disturbing details, and emotional episodes that would come along with the police case this family doesn't deserve. You are disgusting. You're absolutely disgusting. I don't want to spend another minute talking about this man, so I will leave the conversation up to you all in the comments. Let me know what you think of this particular scenario, other than the fact that it's toxic, it's not good for the child, they should absolutely get divorced, and he should go to jail. As we always say on our channel, remember that with God, all things are possible, and I will see you next week. Take care.